everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Phi and this is Money Philosophy. Thank you for coming back for another day of Tesla analysis. Today is October the 18th. At the time of this recording, it is approximately 2:20 Eastern Standard Time. So admittedly, Tesla has not concluded for the day, but I still wanted to jump on here and share with you my thoughts. At the time of this recording, Tesla is trading at 872, almost 873, which hits my first weekly price target, and we will break that down in a little bit to see what kind of movement that we could expect in the next couple of days, particularly leading into Q3 financial results. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I am a growth stock investor and a trader, and I'd love to share with you my investing and trading journeys. Let's get right into it. So as usual, let's start with the daily chart. The daily chart does show that Tesla is up over 3.5% right now at the time of this recording. It is around 873. The volume is at 94%, and we still have another hour and a half to go. So that tells me that the volume is very strong in Tesla. The volume is predominantly buy volume right now, but the RSI has reached overbought once again on the daily chart, which tells me that maybe toward the end of the day it could retrace a little bit. If not, then it could be tomorrow consolidation and retracement, because we do need to relieve some of this buying pressure before Tesla can continue its run. If you're looking at the green lines on the screen here, this is the bull flag from a weekly bull flag that I drew a couple of weeks ago. Tesla seems to have reached that first price target. My first price target is at 876. So at the high of the day, Tesla got very close to that. So for all intents and purposes, Tesla has already reached my weekly first price target. The next price target would be the previous all-time high, that is $900. My second price target for the weekly bull flag is $983. With the weekly bull flag and price target, it doesn't necessarily mean that Tesla could get there in the next few days. It could take weeks to materialize, but it is still a price target nonetheless. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. So the hourly chart here shows that Tesla started out bypassed the highest pivot point, which was at 856, and went all the way, touch 875 for the day, and is currently consolidating up there. So it is fantastic, at least from the hourly chart standpoint. Tesla keep breaking out day after day. The price range for tomorrow's trading range between, on the upper end, 889. The middle pivot point is 867, and the bottom pivot point would be 857. So it seems like the lowest pivot point for tomorrow coincide with the highest pivot point for today, which means that Tesla has even more potential to run up. But I do want to caution traders on the upside against the RSI. It does look a little bit overbought, and so it might need a little bit of a breathing room. I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla moved down just a little bit in the morning, only to move back up. So keep that in mind as you trade. I'm not currently in any trade in Tesla because this week there is earnings, so I always try to avoid earnings week. I usually get into trades right after earnings if there's a good opportunity, because I do think that premium deflation could work in my advantage. But if you are currently longing Tesla, I think you are in a very good position, and it could last through Wednesday morning. So far the run has been pretty good and sustainable. Once again, the volume right now is at 95%, which tells me that the bull run is real and not a fake breakout. Let's also take a look at some of the trades that we could have here, just to kind of eye the premium for the next few weeks. I'm gonna look at November 12th. As I mentioned in past videos, I'm a swing trader. I rarely take same week expiration trade unless the move is imminent. And in this case, I want to look at a few weeks out in planning for a potential trade after earnings is released. So November 12th is the expiration date that I'm looking at. And let's say 900 is the strike price that I'm looking at, because it is the midpoint between now and my next price target for the bull flag, which is 983. So if I'm looking at $900 for about 3 to 4 weeks out, the premium is about $21.50. After earnings, assuming Tesla is still moving sideways around this area, this premium should be deflated to several $100s, if not more. And if Tesla moves in the reverse way first, meaning it would tip down first before moving back up, say it gets to a 50 level, then this premium could be substantially reduced. I think $1,200 would be a good deal to enter from a risk versus reward ratio. $1,000 price target is only about $4.70. Again, that could substantially deflate it after earnings. I think 1,000 is a little bit further out. Obviously, it represents the best risk versus reward ratio if it does run furiously toward 1,000, but the chance of us losing all 450 or 460 could also be high. If you're looking at leap option out to January 2024, I think 1,000 is a no-brainer at that point. So I would pick something a little bit higher, say 1,300. 1,300 strike price expiring January 2024. You're looking at about 13,500 in premium. I think if that premium ever get down to about 10,000, which is hopefully after earnings and when Tesla sells the news, that would be a very good opportunity to enter a leap call option. I'm very confident that Tesla would get to above 1,300 by 2024. But of course, it is a trade, so I would pick the most optimal point to enter, which in my opinion would be after earnings, especially if I'm looking to hold a few years out. Back to the daily chart here with Tesla, it is looking really, really good. And the breakout has been on a tear in the last few days. And I made a video to anticipate this big move back in last Tuesday, I believe, on the 12th of October. So it is definitely going my way. I do think that the run is not over, but it might be retracing a little bit before going back up. I do expect Tesla to hit 900 possibly before earnings. And then after earnings, it could fall hard down to a 50 or below, and that's a good opportunity and an optimal point for a longer term option to bring it all the way up to 983. So that's what I'm eyeing on right now, and hopefully you guys are following me so you can get my general thoughts for the next few days. Some of you asked me to look into Amazon, so here it is. I thought I'd add that to the back of the Tesla video so I don't have to do a separate video for it. But Amazon is looking incredibly good from a bullish standpoint. If you look, it has a double bottom here at 31.84. It has a earnings gap to fill, and it attempted last time, but it did not fill it. To fill the gap, Amazon needs to get to 3,600, and it is only at 34.42 at this point, so it does have quite a little bit of room to run. You can tell I'm currently in a trade with Amazon, and hopefully it will get executed in a little bit here if Amazon continues to run. But I do see from here on out, Amazon has the first price target of 34.62, and that will fill the other gap that it created back in end of September here. So first it needs to fill 34.62 gap, and then the next resistance point would be 34.93, and then 35.30, 35.83, and then 3,600. At 3,600, it would fill the previous earnings gap. I do anticipate Amazon filling this gap even before earnings, which would be released next Thursday. So I think this is a good opportunity to long Amazon. However, you probably need to have an optimal point. For example, after the run on Friday, this morning when Amazon moved down a little bit, that's an optimal point to enter a call option. Right now, call option premium is substantially inflated because A, earnings is coming up, and B, it has been on a run. So I'm not sure if it's an excellent idea to enter right this moment, but maybe toward the end of the day or early tomorrow morning, there's an opportunity to enter a call option in Amazon. Amazon could easily retrace a little bit back down to 3,400 or so before going back up. But as I'm looking at chart right now, it is incredibly bullish with a W pattern, so double bottom, and a gap to fill all the way up to 3,600. So I do anticipate Amazon getting there within the next few days or next week. For Amazon hourly chart, you can see that the trading range for tomorrow is on the upper end, 34.82. The middle pivot point is 34.23, and the bottom pivot point is 34.04. So it is entirely possible that Amazon could retrace, but given the price action today, it does look like the upper end for tomorrow coincides with today. So if Amazon can't get it there today, which is probably likely to be the case since we only have less than an hour and a half to go, then Amazon could likely get there tomorrow, which is 34.82. It does look very promising for the bulls right now. The volume is a little bit below average, but I do also think that today is a consolidation-ish day. So it had a very big run on Friday. It seems to be continue that bullish run, but not a whole lot of volume. It could potentially retrace and then going back up. My next price target that I'm really looking forward to would be 34.61 and 35.30. This is it for this video. Thank you very much for paying attention thus far, and I appreciate all of your support over the last few days. A lot of you have stopped by my channels and watched my videos, so I really appreciate that. I hope you find the information helpful, and comment down below if there's any other stock that you'd like me to analyze. And I'd love to receive your feedback on how I can improve both the quality of my video and the content of my video. Once again, thank you, and until the next video, bye.